Hello. Today we're going to be trying out WorldBox, a minimalistic god and simulation sandbox game. It sounds perfect for me. I have no idea how to play this game, so let's start with a brand new world, if we can find the button. Absolute void, a perfect start. Choose size and select a template. I think we'll definitely go for, I guess this is the biggest one. We'll just go for the biggest one. And here we go. So if we zoom out, I guess this is our area we've got to work with. So I want to kind of make like a World of Warcraft-esque or Middle-earth kind of map and make some races and then see what happens and let it kind of play out. So let's start up in this corner and let's draw some really rough lines. So I think we're going to have some sort of island here, and we'll have some sort of area over here. This can just be like a sea, and then maybe something up here coming down. Yeah, like that. That seems good. So we're going to fill these areas with different biomes, I guess. But for now, let's just flesh out the coastlines. So I'm going to try and make this into some sort of arcing area. Well, it's quite hard to use this tool. This game would almost be quite good done with a like a little sketch pad or something. I'll just fill this in. Okay, so these are the Eastern Lands. Is there any way to name them? So I have booted up this game before, and I've generated a few worlds just to see what the sizes were. You can play Conway's Game of Life. Let's see. Can we name map names? Shade names depending on. Okay. All right. Let's just draw stuff. So plain soil for now. So we've got this area over here. We've got this kind of island area over here. Let's try and make it a bit more into a circle. Cool. Maybe a volcano. I have a volcano here. I'm sure that would generate some land around it anyway. And then let's fill in this area. So we've got like a coastline coming down here. Maybe actually we'll extend this down a little bit further. Like so. And then we'll maybe have this coastline dip in, come out even, and then dip back in a bit more. And then maybe come up around here. Like so. And then we need to just fill all this in. This is definitely my sort of game. Build a world, see what happens. Pretty sure this is going to get erased or something's going to happen with that volcano, but we'll just leave that going for now. Okay, landmass complete. Something like this. Not particularly happy with this shape over here. Don't know, just looks a bit kind of unnatural. I'm sure we'll fix that. So fertile soil. Is there a paste tool? Brush size. Just add biome seeds, a great place for trees. Plain soil. Wait, plain soil, fertile soil. Just add some biome seeds. Forest soil. Okay, forest soil, fertile soil, just a great place for trees. Okay, so maybe this should be forest soil. Okay, forest soil over here. So we'll add some forest soil. Which is a way to like paste over the land. Maybe I just haven't discovered it yet. Forest. It's starting to look a little bit like Middle Earth. I'm not drawing it from reference, I'm just guessing. So this is our fertile area, and the rest of it maybe not so fertile. So up in the down here, I think we'll have some desert. So maybe a row of mountain. No, that wouldn't make sense. So we'll have a desert here. Is this really the biggest map? Okay. So we'll have a desert that comes up here, and then we'll try and make it vaguely realistic by having some mountains. And then on the other side of the mountains, we'll have some grasslands, I suppose. And then these mountains are going to kind of extend up. And I guess this is Mordor. Seems great. This is going to be an island, so maybe we can draw some shallow water. Oh, actually, yeah, let's do some water. So if we make this, can we make this smaller? Yeah, we can make this smaller. So we'll make some rivers, maybe. Oh, that looks great. Fantastic. We've got shallow water here. Maybe we can extend the shallow water out slightly. I mean, there should be shallow water all the way around the coastline. Kind of makes sense. Am I going to do that for all the coastlines? Oh, we've already got some trees growing down here. Yeah, okay. So let's put some shallow water along our coasts. Maybe this shallow water extends out just a little bit. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. We'll have some shallow water expanded out here. And maybe we'll build just one or two little islands of some description. I guess these are becoming naturally sandy. We'll probably just put sand on them anyway. Yeah, we should have done that with sand. So these are our sand islands. Cool. Very realistic. More shallow water, close ocean, moderately deep pit, small pit. Okay. Gonna do some more shallow water up here, and then maybe we'll bring in some water over here and try and bring it up like this, and then maybe this area is just a little bit more fertile, and we'll bring this shallow water all the way up the coast and around here. Cool. Maybe up here we'll have another river, and this river can extend all the way in. Maybe a little branch coming off here. Cool. So I think this is just going to be deep water, and actually we're going to ring the whole of this area with some mountains. Something like this. mountains all the way. Maybe just a little opening in the middle there. And this can be like a kind of, I guess, a natural harbour. A natural kind of harbour like that. Okay. More mountains. Definitely more mountains. So we have mountains here. Maybe just block this off slightly. I quite like the slightly smaller tool as well. I think we're going to have some mountains around the edge here. Not all the way around, but we'll have quite a bit of mountain. And then up here it's going to be quite mountainous, so we'll definitely fill in this top part with some mountains. Kind of make it look a bit more natural, maybe. Mountainous. And we will have, we've got to put the Lonely Mountain in, I suppose, really roughly. I mean, I kind of ran out of room at the top here, but it doesn't matter. We'll put it in, I guess we should make Lake Town, which will be here. Remember, this is incredibly accurate. And this will be the Lonely Mountain, sat at the side of Lake Town. We're going to stick some hills in. I guess the hills are the same kind of color. Doesn't look too different. We'll put in some hills up here, maybe a few hills here, a little bit more. Some hills coming up here. Hills, hills, hills for days. And maybe some hills around this surrounding area. Give that Lonely Mountain some protection. Perfect. So let's keep drawing. Maybe put some hills in at the bottom here. Maybe just a little bit here. And we can seed. I think you have to have hills in order to seed minerals. I don't think you can put them on the mountains. I think the mountains are just basically untraversable. We'll have some hills here too. Looking good. Elves don't need hills. I'm going to put the elves over here. So then we're going to build, I guess, a line of mountains here. And then they'll kind of split off and come over to the coast here. Maybe just thicken that up slightly. And then either side we'll put hills. So there'll be hills here, coming up. I'm not entirely sure that's accurate at all. And we'll have maybe extend this out. And then more hills down here. Sure. And maybe just, we'll call this, this isn't accurate at all. We'll just put some hills there. Okay, starting to take shape. My very badly drawn Lord of the Rings map. So what else can we do? I think we can seed. Yeah, we can seed different biomes now. So we've got the savanna. I guess this is just a desert biome. I'm not quite sure what happens if we seed savanna. grass seeds. That's mainly the one we want. So let's start by putting basically grass everywhere. Probably want to make this just a little bit bigger. Whoa, that's too big. That'll do. Make it this size. And we'll fill this with grass. Hopefully that spreads off to all the corners so I don't need to fill it in completely. This is a grassland. Yes, actually if I just do that, yeah, it doesn't matter if I get it in the ocean. They kind of fill up. And then over here, obviously we're going to have some sort of magical forest. Candy, crystal, lemon. I guess enchanted? We're going to go for enchanted biome. Candy, arcane desert, crystal seeds, lemon seeds. Okay, so I guess this is the enchanted biome. Hopefully that just spreads to all the corners. There is one setting I did see earlier which I would like to change. There is, I don't know how you get there. Okay, world laws, civilizations, kingdom expansion. I don't think we want them to expand. We do want them to be able to declare war. Creatures can die from old age. Everyone needs food. Peaceful monsters, no. Okay, I think that's the only setting I'm going to change for now. So this is expanding. We're getting trees grow. The world is getting quite populous. So let's see if we can. Now we didn't put down forest soil over here, so I'm curious to see what happens if we put forests. Okay, so if we put down forest seed, then this gets kind of like thick, luscious grass. So maybe we'll have some woods down here. And we'll have a woods over here. And we'll have a little bit of a woods here. I guess the elves need a bit of wood as well. So I already did it over here, didn't I? Yeah. Cool. So what biome are we going to have up in the north? Maybe we've got a desert down here, so we kind of want a cold biome. Create the crystal biome. It's full of minerals. Well, that seems great. Let's crystal biome up the top. Seems cool. Nice. So hopefully we get some forests grow in these little areas. And then in here, we kind of want some... Oh, swamp. I forgot about swamps. So I would like to make a few little swamp biomes. Maybe over here there's a bit of a swamp. And maybe just one more. Maybe there's like a swamp in this area. Oh, there's definitely a swamp here. I think the whole southern part of this land is swamp. Yeah, it's really swampy. The rain clouds form, come over here and just drop loads and loads of rain next to the volcano. Swamp marshland. Okay, stone, a basic resource could be mined. Silver, precious metal loved by elves. Adamantine, basic ore, mithril, and gold. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll give all of the areas the wrong minerals, because I think that's kind of fun. So we're already growing, plants and trees are already growing. I think I might kickstart the trees in this area though. There we go. Extra trees for the tree biomes. It's quite amazing how it's come to be a little world already so quickly. And the elves are obviously going to just have trees for days. So many trees. All of the trees. All of the trees everywhere. You can never have too many trees. Okay. Do I need to place fruit bushes, or do they just spawn? I guess there's mushrooms. We'll worry about that one in a minute. Let's do minerals first. So I think we want a little bit of stone everywhere. So we'll put a bit of sprinkling of stone just around generally. Put some stone here, maybe a little bit here. Definitely put some stone over there. The elves don't need stone. Put the stone over here. A little bit of stone here, and some stone down in the south, and some there. Silver, loved by elves. So we're going to put silver up in the North Mountains, I think. So this is going to be a very rich silver area. And then gold. Well, gold belongs on the Lonely Mountain, so this is where all of the gold is going to be. With maybe just a little bit of mithril. A little bit of mithril spread in the gold there. And maybe just a little bit of gold up here as well. A little bit more stone here. And I think mostly we're going to put some ore deposits here. So this is going to be ore. A little bit of ore here. And we'll call this, it's nowhere near it, but we'll call it the Iron Hills. We're going to give these guys a bunch of ore. And I think we'll give them, I think over here we'll give them the adamantine. So we'll give these guys the adamantine. And we'll just put a little bit in here as well. Excellent. Well, it's coming together. So, what else do we need to set up? I guess I kind of want to add. Do I want to add some animals in? Do they just spawn anyway? I guess there is an animal there. What are you? You're a... Doesn't say. Age 6. You are a thing. A peaceful bat. Cool. No idea what you are. And apparently when I click on you, dead chickens. Do we have any other creatures? Okay, there doesn't seem to be many creatures. I guess we could have some minerals down here, but I think we'll just leave this a bit more barren. Let's add some crocodiles to these islands. That seems wonderful. And some snakes to the desert. Plenty of snakes in the desert. I guess we want some frogs in the swamp. That makes sense. Did we make another swamp? Yeah, we made another swamp. Frogs live in the swamp. This world makes more sense than it probably should. Rat King. I guess I like foxes, so we'll add some random foxes and just see what they do in the world. Oh, I think I dropped one in the ocean. I don't know if that actually spawned. And the elves can have some foxes. We'll add some bears up in the north. And one over here as well. Sheep. We can add some sheep. Maybe a few sheep here. A few sheep here. And a few sheep here. Kind of want to see just what happens with the creatures and the map generation. If I just kind of put a few things in and then let it run, I guess. So, the first civilization is obviously going to be the elves. The elves are going to spawn over here, and we'll make... I can't remember how many are in the simulacrum, but I will give them 5 elves. 6 elves. Okay, we'll give them 6 elves. Now, I kind of want to rename these, and I'm not entirely sure how to do that. So, if we view the kingdom... So, the capital of the kingdom in the kingdom. But what's the name? So the name is Hedon. I guess that's the name of the village. Okay, so that's the name of the village. And then the kingdom is the... so this is going to be the Eastern Kingdoms. This is the Eastern Kingdoms. And we will... What should we name the Eastern Kingdoms? Something elvish. We'll just call it the Mystic Glades. The Mystical Glades. The Mystical Glades of 6 elves. All you have is trees. I don't know what these things are that have spawned. It doesn't actually show me. The Mystical Glades. The elves have entered the world. So, up north we have a Krabadoo. I'm not entirely sure if that's the name of the creature or the actual creature. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount of life up here. There is this fireproof shiny thing. Oh, it's an enchanted sword, I guess, and a bear. Okay, interesting. How are our frogs getting on? Oh, the frogs all just living out on the hills there. Snakes are doing well, and the crocodiles are just sitting on their islands. I guess we can't make ice. We can't make like an ice biome, which is a bit weird. Okay, so the next to enter the realm will be the dwarfs. Looks like there's a little bit of a storm going on here. So we definitely want some dwarves to settle here. So we're going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwarfs here. Is that going to give me another kingdom? Ha! Kog-Ahor. So if we go to kingdom, we are going to call these the eternal dwarves. No. The underroad. The underroad dwarves. And we'll view the capital. And Kog-Ahor isn't such a bad name, so we might keep that. There's just 2 there right now. I'm not entirely sure if these guys... Okay, so it seems that these 3 dwarfs decided they didn't want to live here at all, and off they go. Or are they going to join? Or are they just going to... Okay, so they did join. They did join eventually. So we have a dwarven kingdom here. This fire has completely destroyed my my woods that I set up. So we're going to create another population of elves here. And these are going to be wood elves. So let's change the kingdom. The wood elves. And their capital. We'll call this the forest glades. Ooh, no, the forest glade. We've got 5 wood elves there. Mystic Glades, the forest glade. We're going to create some more humans on this island over here. In fact, I think we'll make it just a little bit more interesting. We'll put 3 there and 3 there. And what's that going to do? Are they going to create 2 different rival realms there? Not sure. So then we're going to have some orcs come into the world. So we're going to place the orcs up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just give them a few more. And hopefully that creates 2 kingdoms. I feel like the game's paused. I probably should have the sound for the game on. I think I muted it. Let's just fix that. Haha! Sound! I knew there was something missing. cool. So these, this kingdom is going to be the Southern Orcs. Or actually, we could call it the Southern Warg. And we seem to have created a civilization over here as well. Can I pick one of them? You are going to be the island dwellers. And we're going to rename the capital over here. The capital will be Tirithor. Tirithor, the capital of the island dwellers. We've got the forest glades, the wood elves there. I think we're going to put some more wood elves just up here. Oh, strange noises. We've got the dwarfs here. Ah, we wanted to create some dwarves here as well. So the dwarves here are going to be the Iron Hill dwarves. Hopefully they pick up a kingdom soon. Ah, cool. So more elves. We're going to call this the Everglade elves. And your capital will be Mirkwood. Please don't take this as canon for Lord of the Rings. So we've got the Mystic Glades, the Forest Glade, and Mirkwood. I want to try and have 3 kingdoms of each. So we've got the not quite sure what happened to the orcs up here. They seem to be leaving this area entirely, and yeah, I think they're kind of abandoning this area. Maybe they can't live there at all. I think they might be fighting the dwarves already. I think the dwarves are about to lose the Lonely Mountain completely. There is an overlay for village layers. There we can see the villages. So that's their expansion. Okay, so the dwarves that I placed here have decided to settle in the swamp. As you wish. So you will be the Iron Hill dwarves. And your capital will be Swampland, as you have decided to live in the swamp. The Forest Glade. We've got the Warg down south. And it looks like these are about to be wiped out. I was going to build another one here, but I feel like the forest has been decimated, so maybe not. So time to add some humans into the world. We've got our Tirithor down here. Looks like they all joined up eventually. So let's drop in some more humans. So I would like to build a kingdom in the middle here, hopefully. Just above the swamp. And another kingdom of humans here. And perhaps a kingdom of humans here. Oh, whoops. I dropped someone in the ocean. Is there a tool for that? Is there a tool to pick you up? Ah, magnet. Okay. And I didn't mean to create you. I'm sorry. As your benevolent creator, trust that I knew what I was doing. I don't know all the things I just dropped in there. I don't think that was on purpose. Makes creatures strong, maybe too strong. Zombie infection, curse, blessing. Oh, well, we can definitely bless some of our elves. Excellent. So we've got our first kingdom here. I'm going to go ahead and call this one. So this is Gondor. And the capital of this kingdom, let's call it the Middle Fort. Oh, it looks like the dwarves were indeed wiped out. What happened to the orcs? Okay. I guess the orcs have been wiped out as well. Oh no, Mirkwood's on fire. What will the elves do? I guess actually all of the humans have, instead of settling here and here, they've all just coalesced into the realm of Gondor up here. So I guess they didn't want to be apart too much. Mystic Blades up to 19. That sounds good. I think we've done quite a lot of things. I might add some more creatures in. Cold ones. Oh, we could add a cold. Let's add 2 cold ones up here. And I think spawns cold ones and freezes the ground. Okay. Cold tower up in the north. That sounds great. And maybe my original plan was to place something over here. But now the dwarves are settled there, I feel... Oh, who settled here? Were these the orcs? Okay, so the orcs have moved down. There's 2 tribes of orcs here now. Okay. Let's pick you. Find your kingdom. You will be the desert orcs. Sorry, the desert warg. And we'll just leave that name as it is. Well, it's going great so far. We've lost a company of dwarves up here, but maybe at some point they'll recolonize. I guess I could spawn them back into the game. I think it didn't like placing the orcs up here, so what I might actually do is I will create a small little offshoot biome up here, which gives them a little bit of land, and actually it separates them from the elves quite a bit by those mountains. So I guess they need grassland to live on, so we're just going to give them a basic grassland biome, and we will create another tribe of orcs that lives up here. And we'll just make sure that this is connected so they can get back to the mainland should they choose. And then I will resettle the dwarfs up here, seeing as they had a tough time of it. Okay, I think it's time to let the game run for a while. Ezig and Nekadar, Swampland, the Forest Glades, the Middle Fort. The elves and Mirkwood seem to have done quite well for themselves. 7, although there was a little bit of a forest fire here, so. Hunger, favourite food, berries. Hopefully they can all feed themselves. 19 elves here. The orcs, they seem to have 12 orcs down here. 4 orcs here. Still got our crocodiles. I think Tirithor might do the best because they actually have a lot of good resources and an island to themselves, which is quite small. The Mystic Glades are kind of expected to just expand through. It's quite fun just adding new populations of creatures. So I guess these are the cold ones. So this is going to be the Orc Fighters. Actually, I kind of like that name. We might leave that name as it is. The Northern Reckoning. We'll call it Northern Reckoning. So that's their town. It's going to come for us eventually. Make sure the game's not paused. A hot spring in which water intermittently boils, sending a tall column of water and steam into the air. Acid geyser and volcano. Well, we have one volcano here, which the dwarfs seem to decide to settle in. Maybe we'll send some snow clouds over the north. And maybe give them a few plants just to get them going. Removes half the creatures in the world. So many things to do. Oh, I did see earlier there was a creature called the Rat King. The Rat King, a very big rat. I think the Rat King lives here. Kingdom layer. Okay, so we can see all of the different types of kingdoms that we have, the different capitals of each kingdom, and I guess the culture. Yeah, so these are the names of the cultures, so I won't go through and rename those. We'll keep it on kingdoms for now. These guys are going to be renamed, I think, so let's just change the kingdom. You will be the lonely mountaineers. Your expedition group is called the Lonely Mountains. Everglade elves, wood elves, Gondor, Eastern Kingdoms. There's quite a few elven societies. I think what we might do is see if we can creates the infernal biome, it burns. Corrupted seeds. Lemon seeds. So these wood elves seem to have done quite well for themselves. They're very populous at 33. The Southern Wag is doing okay. They seem to have built a I don't quite know what that is, maybe like a town hall of some description. Oh, I guess that's their leader. A savage and regeneration. Age 8, no experience. View culture. Founded in age 15. I do like the level of detail in this game. So the Desert Wag, they seem to have eliminated most of the snakes, if not all of them. I can't see any snakes anymore. Although the crocodile is attacking their dock right there. I guess they've killed one of the crocodiles. They might struggle a little bit to start off with. Oh, we've got a couple of boats here. I guess it's a fishing boat. Rat King living on his iron hills over there. So I think at this point, inspiration. I think at this point I might try and accelerate time and see where that leads us. Curse, zombie infection, game of life. Living plants. Oh, I didn't see this at all. Make plants and trees come to life. Well, I think we just have to do that somewhere. I think that's a job. These guys are going to have it really easy, right? So I think some part of this island, the trees are now alive. Blessed, regeneration, immortal, tree. Fantastic. Right, let's see if we can speed up time somewhat. Seems like there's a storm going on. Everglade elves keep getting storms appear over the sea. Oh no, what's happened over here? I guess Gondor is suffering slightly. Where is the time button? Time. Guess it's an hourglass of some description. I genuinely can't find it. Tutorial bear? Tutorial bear, help me. Tell me how to find the time controls. Ah, hourglass. Here we go. Times 5. The Lonely Mountain looks pretty well established there now. They've pretty much got all of the gold. Is there any way to see how much gold they've got? I guess if I go to animals, creatures, no, if I go to kingdoms, view your kingdoms. So if I click on this guy and view kingdom, personality, militarist, villages, population 26, 100% loyalty. Is there anywhere that shows me? They've got 2 armies, 36 area, 11 buildings, view culture. Oh, research. That's quite cool. Learning secrets from other worlds. Don't really know what that does, but let's have a check over on the Eastern Kingdoms. So if we view the kingdom here, how much research do they have? Okay. I just love these trees walking around doing tree things. I wonder if they're going to end up fighting the elves. Oh, there's a random tornado that spawned. Oh, I guess it's not a tornado. It's what would it be? Oh, and I think the kingdom, the orcs in the north died out. I guess these frozen things are quite strong. Come, man. Island dwellers are still expanding. Looks like they're... I don't know quite what they're doing here. I guess this is their army. Chop down a tree there. It's quite interesting how they all interact. Not quite sure how the elves are going to deal with the magic moving forest. The kingdom's southern warg was destroyed. Oh, okay. Looks like the Kingdom of Gondor has declared war on the Everglade elves. Looks like they're having a big fight. Gondor 49, Everglade elves 33. The king of the Everglade elves was killed. It kind of looks like Gondor have won this one. And I guess we missed that, but the desert warg has declared war on the wood elves. Elves are having a tough time over on this side of the continent. Oh, that's quite cool. A windmill. Well, we still have the Eastern Kingdom I think, can we force an alliance? Friendship, force a kingdom to make peace. No, it's not quite what we want to do. Okay, so the elves over here took a massive beating and are still being slowly wiped out by Gondor. Looks like Gondor might just eliminate them completely and take their land. The Iron Hill dwarves were destroyed. Okay. What were they destroyed by? We just don't know. Should we let's slow down the speed slightly. I think we missed so much there. Okay, so world history. Let's just roll back slightly. So the Northern Reckoning was destroyed. And then a tornado appeared and I got distracted by the tornado. The Southern Warg declared... Yeah, okay, so the Southern Warg declared war on the Desert Warg, and the Desert Warg completely eliminated the Southern Warg. And then we've had those wars, the War of the Elves. Mirkwood was destroyed. The Wood Elves was destroyed completely. Okay. Seems like we may have caught up. So we have this big kingdom down here, the Desert Warg. Our poor elves here were completely wiped out. Gondor's wiped out these elves, and the dwarves are slowly expanding into the north. They seem to have mined all of the minerals up here. I wonder if there's any like trade going on, and if there's any way to see that at all. Oh, got another windmill growing over here. I guess it might be time to introduce a little bit of strife into the world. So let's see what we can do over here in Mordor land. Spawns demons and shoots fireballs. That sounds fantastic. I think we'll place that in the remnants of this dwarven village. And I think we're going to say that a necromancer has come to live by the tower. It seems like the necromancer has died. Oh no, he's just on fire. Okay. I was hoping because they were both evil aligned, but I guess he just sits on fire and dies. Okay, let's create another necromancer, and let's create him at the north there. See what he does with himself up there. I guess to combat that, we will create a white wizard and maybe an evil mage. I think the evil mage can quite happily start up here in the north. And then we can simulate, I think, the island dwellers and the eastern kingdoms. I do remember something about a massive earthquake that destroyed this island. So let's simulate the earthquake. Not quite sure how they're going to deal with that, but we'll see how that goes. And I guess there's some corruption brewing around this tower now. I'm not quite sure if that tower got destroyed straight away. I think they just cancelled each other out, so let me just put that back. There we go. The tower is back for real. A plague doctor, a druid. I think a druid might come here to possibly rebuild the population of the elves. And I think what I'm gonna do, I did change that setting to start off with world laws about expansion, but I think I'm gonna let them expand. I feel that'll be quite interesting if these elves try and recolonize over here, or the dwarves try and build up here, like an expedition. So trouble is definitely brewing over here. We've got demons and we've got a skeleton army in the north. Gondor at 58. They became such a powerhouse so quickly. I guess they had quite a lot of fertile land here. Did they take all the minerals? I don't know if we can inspect them. Damage 14. Can I see your inventory? Tough. View culture. Okay. So this is the technologies they have unlocked. So they've got roads, windmills, house tier 1, house tier 2. Okay, axes, weapon production and swords. Okay. So what technologies do we have over here then in the Eastern Kingdoms? Okay, so we have pretty much... Oh, we have a slightly different technology. Armor production. But I guess a lot of the minerals are gone from the world now. There's still some up here. And still some here. Although they did take a bit of it, but they did suffer that earthquake. They lost their natural harbour. Robot Santa. A Futurama reference. So I'm just going to put some mithril down here, and I want to see if the dwarves go and harvest it. Not sure. They don't appear to. Looks like our demon area is expanding nicely. I guess the crystal biome generates minerals somehow. And we've still got all of these trees moving around. Oh, it looks like the Eastern Kingdom's expanded down here, living amongst the moving trees. Not quite sure if they're... I guess they're just friendly with the elves? Not quite sure there. Oh, there's our necromancer. With his army of skeletons. And the necromancer is fighting the demons from the demon tower. I think the only thing is they all seem to have run out of precious materials quite quickly. Not quite sure if I should give them more or not. Maybe I'll just sprinkle some down and see what they do with that. Maybe give you guys some stone. Maybe give the dwarves some more gold. Oh, they did seem to mine all of this then. Okay. Alright, I'm going to speed time right back up again and see what happens. So Gondor seems to have expanded and taken this whole area here. The desert world in the south. Gondor seems to be fighting over here. And the island dwellers are expanding as well. Maybe they needed to have expansion on in order to actually grow beyond their initial borders. It seems like Gondor have taken it upon themselves to destroy the demons. Looks like the necromancer might have died as well. Eastern Kingdom being blighted by a tornado, with the trees being sucked up into it. Fantastic. We did have a white wizard as well. I don't know quite where he went. We put a dark wizard up here. Ooh, what's this one? They seem to have built a fountain of some description. I'm not quite sure if the trees are attacking it though. It's a little harbour. Another tornado. These guys haven't had much luck. Gondor's still growing quite rapidly. I guess I'm not quite sure what they're doing now. What I really want to see is the Eastern Kingdoms come over and fight Gondor. Maybe we can arrange that. Spite. Force a kingdom to start a war. Entirely sure how that works. Did that work? At war. Ah, you're at war with everyone. Okay then. Gondor's still struggling with those demons in the south. Ah, it looks like the Eastern Kingdoms have expanded up north. But of course, I think it's safe to say that there is more land. Oh. Oh. Okay then. So having declared war on everyone, it looks like the Eastern Kings have come down and completely eliminated our island dwellers. I wonder if they'll settle here. Looks like Gondor's about to be eliminated by the Lonely Mountain. Guess these dwarves just had slightly better weapons. Nope, you're using a stick. You're literally using a stick as a weapon. Okay then. So what weapons do these elves have? Wooden stick, rare weapon. Okay. It's slightly unimaginative. Do you all have sticks? A wooden blade, a legendary weapon. Okay. So your army is just milling around here now. What if you'll actually expand? So the human race has been completely eliminated. I guess it's safe to say that a warg has arrived from the Northlands. And unfortunately for the elves, it's going to arrive right here. They came in droves. More than you could count. The blood of Ig-Urg and the bloody Azurg. I think it's safe to say that they are also at war with everyone. Even each other. I mean, in an ideal world, they are at war with each other. only one will be successful. I mean, it's probably going to be the 50 stack here. The desert warg expanding north and setting off fireworks for some reason. The demons have escaped from their tower and are running rampant, burning the world. And the Lonely Mountains, yeah, I mean, they've set up their own new village. They've got a farm in the north. Eliminated Gondor. Meanwhile, demons and orcs kind of run rampant in the south. And all of the elven armies seem to be just milling around on this island without actually expanding onto it. Well, I think it's safe to say that this island is dead and was swallowed by the sea. So I think it's time to call for a volcano, or a few volcanoes. And this island is no more. Uninhabitable. Quick, rescue the elves. Just slowly running out of space to stand, with nowhere left to go. I don't think that actually hurt their population size, so maybe the army is slightly different. It's just a tiny bit of land left here. But overall, this island is about to be swallowed by the sea, if I can make that happen somehow. Can we just earthquake it? Ah, perfect. Excellent. I guess the unintended consequence is it's damaged some of the elves' protective fortress wall. Whoa! I guess that was a meteorite. 172 over here, 130 up here, and 23 down here. These the desert biome, pretty unforgiving for the desert warg. So this has been a really interesting first playthrough of this game. I've had a great deal of fun. I think all of the creatures need to meet an untimely end in the best way possible. So for the elves, I think the elves. Well, maybe we'll make it slightly fair for them. They have to fight, right? So I think for the elves, a plague, and we're gonna have maybe 3 plague doctors arrive in the elvish lands, which we'll say is a kind of corruption, and we will make it just slightly harder by giving them some swamp seeds, infernal seeds, corrupted seeds. So there's a little bit of corruption coming in from the north because of all these orcs. For the desert warg down in the south, I mean, ultimately, I think they've done so poorly because of the biome they were given. So we will give them a few piranhas to deal with, and I think a plague of crocodiles. Ultimately, this is how they died. Oh, the Eastern Kingdoms have expanded over here as well. That's quite interesting. The dwarfs. For the dwarfs, it was greed. And with greed comes something from the depths. They awoke something in the in the deep, dark depths. And that something was... We'll find out shortly. Ah, well, clearly it's a dragon. A dragon has arrived. A dragon has arrived for the dwarfs to deal with. And for the orcs up in the north, I think they must deal with maybe an iced, maybe some white wizards. I'm going to have them deal with some white wizards. Let's see how they handle that. So it looks like the plague doctors are still here, and this is spreading. The desert warg might have actually killed all their crocodiles. Maybe I was too easy on them. We've still got this corrupted tower creating demons over here. And I think, did the dragon die? I can't see the dragon anymore. Maybe the dwarfs killed the dragon as well. Maybe I just made it too easy. I seem to have handled that quite well. Do we have any white wizards left? Maybe the white wizards fought the dragon. Okay. Well, having tried to destroy the world, I've failed. But that's all I've got time for now. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed watching this little kind of Lord of the Rings simulation of WorldBox. And now, I guess this bad boy can destroy the whole world. Well, it didn't destroy the whole world, did it? How do we actually blow everything up? Is there a way to just destroy everything? Ah, there we go. Destroy everything. The nanites have come. The nanites have come to cleanse the realm. Look at that. We're all ready to start again. Just a few demons left on a tiny island. Thanks for watching.